Hello, in this video we will talk about Python functions. A function is a named block of statements within a program. Once we have our function, we can call it any number of times from anywhere in the program. So the functions will help us reduce the program size, and also it becomes more readable and more understandable. We have seen some built-in functions, in fact a lot of built-in functions like chr, ord, type, int, float, print, length, len, and so on. Now we'll talk about user defined functions in this video. That is the functions which we, the users or the programmers, can create. The syntax I have typed already. That is the keyword def we have to use first, then any function name, whatever we wish to give, valid identifier name, some parameters, optional, may have, but generally we have, and then function body. And before in the first line it should end with a colon. Now suppose we just have a simple function, say to print something, function demo, anything we wish to print. I'm just printing in function. Now this is a simple function, a func demo name, and it is just printing in function. Now right now this will not work till we call it. This is the function definition, we have defined it. Now we can use this any number of times in our program. Our main program starts here. Hello, I want now this function to be called, say func demo, bracket open close. This is called the function call statement. This is a function call statement. Let us just run this. Have a look. The output, first line output is hello, the first line which we have printed. Then function demo is called. So inside the function demo we have written in function, so that line is printed. It will come back to the main, and there we have print hi, and hence hi is coming. Now the advantage, as we are talking, we can call this n number of times. Suppose we just call this 3 times here, and maybe one more time at here, and I write here say in, something like this. Now let us run this. Have a look at the output. The first line hello, then 3 times function demo is called, so 3 times in function, then hi is printed, so a hi printed in the output, then again a function demo is called, so in function once again. Finally print end is printed there, so end is given. So this is how a function is defined. Now we can even have more than function in our program. Suppose we have a function 2, and here we just print something different. This is second function. Now inside main we have written say function demo 1. I call now function 2 here. Again say function 2 we'll call. Then we have a print hi, suppose. Then we have a function demo again called end. Let us observe this result. The first line hello is printed. The second func demo means the first function, and hence the output in function. The next is written func 2, hence this is second function output, this is second function. Next line again a func 2 is called, that is same second function, so this is from the second function. A message hi is printed here, hence a hi message is here. Again a first function is printed called, so in function is coming here. The last line is printed is print end, hence this end is coming. Fine. So like this we can have n number of functions in our program. Now any function can call any other function also. Suppose inside this function 2 we call this function 1. So this is also possible. Let us now see the change in the result. Please observe the first line hello, and hence the hello. The next is the first function func demo, that is in function, and hence in function is printed. Next please observe this func 2. So first of all this is second function, this is the second function, and it has called func demo. It will go here, it will work here, that is in function. So this in function is because of this statement. Similarly, once again func2 is called, and hence both these lines will come once again. This is second function and in function. Next, print high, and hence a high message is here. Next, first function is called, and hence in function. Finally, end is printed, end. I hope it is clear. Now let us do a program to find square of a number using a function. So we want to find square of a number. So suppose we take the parameter a. This is here, a is called parameter. Now to find the square, basically a into a, we may just write this a into a, or you may just write the square is, and so on. Now for the number, suppose n, we may take it from the user or we may initialize also. Suppose n is 4 and we want to see the square of this n. We want to see the square of this variable n. Let us see the result. The 16 is coming. Now the advantage of function, we may call this square n number of times. Suppose I want to find out the square of n plus 2. So n plus 2 means 6. 6 square is 36. So 16 and 36. Similarly, we want to find the square of, say, n minus 1, like that. Any expression can be there. So we'll see 16, 36 and 9. Now instead of initializing, as we want to do the program, so let us ask this value from the user. So let us take integer value only, enter the number to find the square, enter the number, and the square of n we will send. Let us see the result now. Enter the number, suppose 5, the square is 25. Similarly, we may take up, say, program to find suppose area of rectangle. So the area of rectangle, we need two parameters, length and breadth, and the area is the length into breadth. So the parameters are separated by comma. We need two sides, the length and breadth. So first of all, the length, enter the length, and similarly we need the breadth, enter the breadth. And how to find? We have to call the function area. With these arguments L and B. Let us see the result. Enter the length, say 6, enter the breadth, say 4, 6 4s are 24, the area is 24. Let us do one more problem. Say we wish to find the perimeter of a triangle. Fine. So to find the perimeter of triangle, we need how many sides now? 3 sides. So 3 parameters, A, B and C. The perimeter is sum of all the sides. So A plus B plus C we want to print. So the first side, enter the first side. Similarly, second side and third side we have to take from the user. The second and the third. Just change the variable names. Enter side 1, side 2 and side 3 we may write. Now we want to find the perimeter using these sides A, B and C. It is basically same as finding the sum of 3 numbers. Enter the side 1, 3, 3, 3 maybe. The sum, the perimeter is 9. The functions created till now by us are all void functions, also called non-fruitful functions, because they are just performing some action, some work, but they are not giving us back the computed result. Now, if we wish to take this result, that is suppose perimeter of triangle which we have seen earlier, this result, instead of printing, we want that it should be given back. So a keyword return is used to give us the result back to the calling function. Now here a, b, c we have taken input, and this perimeter we have called function. Now the result which it is giving, we want to store it in our result variable. Suppose the result variable only I will take the result. Now we want to print this. The perimeter is the variable result. So these are the two ways of writing the same program of perimeter. Earlier we have seen without returning, directly printing. Here we will see the function returning the result. So enter side 1, so 3, 4. I'm just typing without seeing whether it is possible or not. Okay, so the perimeter is 12, the sum of 3 sides. All right. Now consider this program to find the area of rectangle. Length and breadth asked by the user, found the result area of rectangle. Say directly if we write L into B and just printing this result, that is the area is AR. So if we run this, the length, breadth, result is coming. Now let us compute this L into B using a function, say area, and the variables are L and B. Now let us define this function area taking two parameters L and B. We want that the result should be returned back to the calling function. So area, we have to find L into B and return the result. So this is the same as 4, 5, the result is 20. Next, let us do program to find the factorial of a number using a function. So let us take a variable n. Now to find the factorial, we need a variable in which we'll store 1, then we'll multiply 1 by 1, either forward 1, 2, 3, 4 till that number we can multiply, or by definition factorial n is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 1. So I'm doing this program with reverse multiplication. So till this n is greater than 1, I'm not multiplying 1. So f multiplied by this variable n, first of all, say assuming value is 5, so 1 into 5 becomes 5, n will reduce it by 1, it becomes 4, so 5 into 4 is 20, next 3, 23 is 60, next 2, 62 is 120, hence factorial will get in f. Let us return this result f, and this main I have already typed, taking a number, passing it to the factorial and storing the result in the variable fact, displaying this variable fact. Let us run this. Enter the number 5, factorial is 120. Another we can check, say 10, answer is 3628800. Now let us do one menu driven program using functions. We'll do a program to find the area of various shapes like circle, square and rectangle. Now this is the definition for the function to find area of circle, area circle, pi r square. Another function to find area of square, side into side, area of rectangle, length into breadth. So these are three small functions for these three shapes. Now in main, the print menu, whether you want for circle, square or rectangle, taking the choice from the user in variable ch. If this ch is 1, the choice user enters 1, means we want to do for the circle, asking the radius of the circle, calling the function area of circle with radius this r, and storing the result in a. Printing the result, area is a. Similarly, if the choice is 2, we'll ask the side from the user and calling the function area of square and printing the result. Choice is 3, taking the length and breadth from the user, calling this function area of rectangle. We have done this same earlier, taking this area in a and printing the result. If user has not entered out of these 1, 2, 3, then final else wrong choice is entered. So if we run this, area menu in front of us, circle, square and rectangle. Suppose we say square, enter the side 4, the area is 16. Similarly, we may run for say different value, enter choice, I say 4, it is wrong choice. Now this program comes to an end after just one operation. I want to see all these three, or we want to do it again and again. So our software, our program should repeat till the user wish to. So let us do that part. So entire these code, we want that it should be repeated till user's choice. Hence we'll take a variable, say a repeat variable. I'll take it as say 1 initially. So till my variable is holds 1, whether repeat is 1, yes, so it will work here. And at the end we'll ask user in this same variable whether he want to do again, enter 1 to repeat. Let us see this. Area menu 1 2 3, I say for 1 circle, enter the radius, say 4, the area result is 50.24, enter 1 to repeat, I say 1. Now again the menu came in front of us, enter the choice, says side, we say 3, the area is 9, enter 1 to repeat, I say 7, wrong choice, enter 1 to repeat, I say 3, enter the length and breadth 7 and 6, the answer is this, enter 1, I enter suppose 3. Now the program comes to an end. So a program must be like this, that it will continue till user wish to. One interesting feature in functions of Python is it can return the multiple values also. Means this return statement can have multiple values separated by a comma. So let us see, there is just one simple calculate function I have taken with two variables x and y, and just returning its plus, minus, into and slash. In main, call this function with two values 100 and 50. So 100 plus 50 is 150, it will return 100 minus 50, it will return 50 with commas. Let us see how it will display this result. Printing this, you can see 100, 150, 5000 is the product, and slash the division is 2.0. So this, please observe that here the result, it is this because of the feature tuples. Let us see its type also. Please have a look. Now if you do not want to see like this as in terms of brackets, then we can even display it like we display the tuples, that is using a for loop for element in this res, and we can display each of these separately. Like this also we can do. Oops. See the result.